Today, I'm going to show you the best way to farm the new schematics in Modern Warfare 3 Zombies Season 2 Reloaded. So your inventory can start looking like this with a whole bunch of Elder Sigils and Flawless Crystals, but then most importantly, stuff like the new Blood Burner, the Mags of Holding, and more. All that's going to be coming up in today's video. I'm going to grab this nuke for this other team here just to make their life easier, I guess. I'm going to get started. So you'll notice the first thing that's different in this strategy is that I'm not actually using the Lockwood, right? I'm using this thing, which to some of you is probably a very alien looking weapon. Its name is the Haytaker, although I've got a blueprint on it that's called the Man of War just to make it nice and gold. And you'll notice that as it stands right now, using the Haytaker, it's not really that crazy, right? Like I'm obviously still at tier 1, start of my match here, just sort of getting set up to go into the Dark Aether to farm schematics later. And yeah, I mean, it's just sort of doing its job, but not really anything more than that. Although that zombie is on fire. Well, it's gone now. I don't know what the deal was with that. So let's do a contract here to bring us into the tier 2 or tier 3 zone. And then I can start to show off why I think that this is one of the best guns for farming those Dark Aether schematics right now. Because honestly, the meta has actually changed quite a lot since the previous seasons. At one point, all you needed to do was just equip the Lockwood and then like go to sleep for 45... Go to sleep for 45 minutes and you just end up with all the schematics like by default. No brain activity required. But Treyarch have sort of switched things up and they've patched a lot of those really good guns. And I think part of the reason they've done that is they've introduced the exfil streak. And that just means that the game is just less challenging overall. And so I think they felt like they needed to kind of even the playing field a little bit, like reset the stakes and make sure that people were still going to be like appropriately challenged by everything. But thankfully, the zombies community is one of the nerdiest communities out there. Like we are a massive bunch of nerds. And so obviously we're like a couple days into the season and people have already figured out some of the most meta weapons that are going to be most powerful going forwards. Oh god, this is an awkward route. Thank you. Yeah, we could probably go into tier 3, do some contracts there, get ourselves a little bit of money so I can just buy all of my perks that I need to go into tier 3 and then we can start our farming process. So one of the things I think is most important when you are farming those new schematics is really just trying to stay on task with what your goal is in that game, right? Because ultimately, in order to get all of the new ones, you're going to need to do multiple runs in the Dark Aether. And so you don't want every match to be a full 45 minutes in the regular world and then a full 15 minutes in the Dark Aether. Like that is just an inefficient use of your time, right? Instead, it's a better idea to say, okay, like, yeah, I'll spend like 10, 15 minutes maybe inside the regular world just to make sure that I'm perked up, good to go. Like I've got 5k points right now. I want to maybe hit 1 or 2 of these contracts just to make sure that I'm fully perked. But at that point, like once I'm done with that, I'm golden, I'm out of here, right? Now, before I grab this contract, let me just check to see if there's any other good stuff. Yeah, not really. It's not ideal. I don't particularly want this contract right now, but yeah, I'm here and it's there. So it's the one for me. Now, because I'm in tier 3, I'm going to pop a couple bits and pieces. We're just going to get ourselves a little geared up here just real quick. But obviously, you wouldn't have to use these things. It's 100% just an optional thing to speed things up a little bit, basically. And I'm also just going to grab myself those just as like a little bit of an insurance policy, really. And with that space in my inventory, I'm also going to stow my decoys so I can get those back later. And now I'm just going to go and run around and drop these puppies off. So I'm just going to make sure that I'm being smart about the way I do this and also trying to be smart about not actually dying, which is always a risk in tier 3. That's okay. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. Never in doubt, baby. Never in doubt. I should, however, get rid of these dogs. There we go. You know, I might actually just pop my gold armor here just to make this a little bit more straightforward because those dogs are going to be a pain in the butt otherwise. And there we go. Beautiful. That's portal. I mean, yeah. Okay, cool. Whatever. Deliver cargo. Deliver cargo. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Give me, give me, give me. I think it already got taken. Oh my god, bro. This is the real problem with the design of Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. What the? Where did you come from, buddy? Christ almighty. Wow, okay, well, never again, dude. Never again. So what I was gonna say is, as much as it's cool being in the world with other players, because of situations like that, where an entire team runs into me and I end up just totally swarmed by a surprise zombies, it also has downsides in that there's no contracts for me to grab. Like, I'm here to do contracts and there aren't any. And that sucks. Sucks butts, dude. Now, I mentioned that this gun was good, right? You're now starting to see this gun being good, right? You're starting to see what I'm talking about as I get smacked in the booty. It's pretty damn strong, man. It's pretty damn strong. Like, I can just sort of like torch a massive horde here as well because I've got so much in my reserve. Like, that's power, baby. I don't know if the Lockwood could have done what I just did. And this is why it's so good, by the way. Just real quick, I'm just gonna give you 30 seconds of the loadout. The 12 gauge sludge attachment that you can put on gives it 12 gauge sludge rounds, and the Lockwood only fires 6 sludge, I think, whereas the Haytaker fires 8. So it's more powerful just by virtue of more sludge coming out of the gun. And these other attachments make it really powerful too. Having a bigger drum magazine while you've got no stock or a really light stock for fast movement speed, like, it's just, mwah, chef's kiss. Works really well. And this contract is mine. This contract is mine. Give me the contract. Give me the contract. Yes! Yummy! No, not the window of doom. Let me out of the window of doom. Okay, there we go. All right, last contract. I'll buy my little perkies, and then we'll skididdly daddly doodly. I also would recommend, before you go into the Dark Aether, you re-equip your decoy grenades, you get rid of the inhibitors that you don't need, you kill the dog that's behind you that's annoying you, and I'd also say it's usually a very good idea to try and get a little bit more money for just things that are going to juice you a little further. So primarily, Casimirs are very useful, but making sure you're on max decoys is also sort of similarly effective choice that you can make. And also just having a score streak, like for example, having a jug suit is just, it's never going to be a bad idea, right? You're never going to look at yourself and be like, who am I? What have I become? I've let down my parents. Is it me, or is this the easiest Outlast contract ever? Like, I'm just going to let you witness this. I'm not going to like cut through it because what is happening? Why are there, look, there's 3, 4, 5, 6, there's 7 zombies. Bro, like, I'm chilling to a degree that just should not be happening. Like, yeah, I'll take out the dog here. Or maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I just shouldn't. I shouldn't interfere with Mother Nature. She's on my side, clearly, because this is ridiculously easy. Like, there's just hardly anything in the world. Okay, it's starting to get a bit more busy now. But even so, that was ridiculous, dude. Where were they all? Boop. I mean, that's done. Bro, that was actually comedic. Genuinely comedic. Oh. Okay, that's actually quite nice. Saves me a little bit of Skrilladilla. Let's take out a couple of these. I'm just gonna spam. I'm gonna show this weapon off in all its glory. That's cheating, dude. That's cheating. Look at that, baby. Oh, that reload is fast too. God damn. Yeah, you can go too. You can go. Let me hear that bonk. That's what I wanted to hear. Yeah. See ya. Goodbye. I recommend. I'm gonna have to make a top 10 guns video. I'll link it on the screen if you want to watch a top 10 guns video, and I have a funny feeling this is going to make it in. So 16k. Let's see. We got a one fizz right there. Let's do that one. Will I have enough for Casimir or 2? No. I mean, honestly, compared to the previous DA, you really do not need like max Casimirs for this one in order to actually successfully farm it. You just don't. Just straight up. It's actually completely unnecessary, which is honestly a pretty nice change, I would say. Money, Skrilladilla. Oh, I do have enough for 1 Casimir. So yeah, this match could have absolutely been 25 minutes longer. I could have even gone longer than that. I could have gone into the overtime, right? But I really think when you're specifically farming these schematics, you just want as many rolls of the dice as possible. And that means doing things like sort of limiting your playtime. Weirdly, it's sort of counterintuitive, but it's worth doing. Also, I might buy a sentry here just for banter. I think going to the ammo depot would be a good idea, just because I would rather have the Casimir in reserve and use up these first. I think that would be the better way to go, I think. And I also, admittedly, haven't actually gone into the Dark Aether without a Scorcher before. So just physically getting to some of these things might be a little tricky, some of the bunnies. I'm very curious how this next bit is going to go. We're going to see. We're going to see in real time. I've got plenty of sigils, right? I've got 2 Elder Sigils here. I've got more in my inventory just waiting to be used. And this portal is glitching out like crazy, but that's okay. I forgive it, you know? And backside for the... Oh my god, I don't forgive it anymore. That's horrible. Oh my god, it went through it! Okay, so I have to stand back here to put the Elder Sigil in? Interesting. There we go. I just high-fived that zombie and it created the rift. And now let's vote yes to go in. Boom. We are about to begin our process for farming the Dark Aether. That's what we're going to do. And you know what I'm going to do, guys? I am going, just because I know I'm a silly sausage, I'm going to pull up my own YouTube video for the no-nonsense guide to the Dark Aether, and I'm just going to remind myself of these bunny locations. That's what I'm going to do. I know where they are, but I know where they are with a scorcher in my hands. Okay, so our first bunny is going to be this one over here in the warehouse. Now, like I've said before, I usually do this with a scorcher, so going in the quote-unquote normal way is going to be a new experience for me, but one that I'm still excited to enjoy, you know? So let's go through here and let's figure out where's the bunny's in that building back there. Okay. Delightful, delicious, wunderbar, etc. Let's get past you. There's the bunny rabbit. Thank you, Death Perception, for highlighting that for me. All right, so I've got a bounty. The thing about bounties is they are strong. So I'm going to pop my dog here to make sure that I've used that puppy. There's not really anything else that I can use at this point, so that's fine. But with the dog in hand, I can use my sentry gun to bait this thing, this mega bomb that we're going to have to kill. Can I please aggro you so you can come out of the smoke now, dude? That would be really nice. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, the beam, dude. The beam, the beam, the beam, the beam. Stop it with the beam. Stop it with the beam. Hey, there he is. Okay, can you please come up here so I can shoot you with a sentry gun already? Oh my god, bro. Are you freaking kidding me, dude? Give me 1 second, please. Sentry down. There we go. Christ almighty. The lengths you have to go to in this game just to get things done, you know what I mean? It's outrageous. Unacceptable behavior. All right, you're just gonna be a big stinky bag of beans, and I'm gonna take out a couple of stragglers that are attacking me, and then I'm just gonna keep on laying into you. That's what I'm gonna do. You're already a third down. Very nice, very nice. Love that. Thank you very much. Okay, he's at half health. Lovely jubbly. Thank you, doggy. I think my dog's actually doing a lot of work here. My dog's doing a lot of work. That mangler really needs to just get out of my ass. And I'm just going to run back a little bit just to... Well, first, let's actually try and prevent that disciple from sucking my dog to death. Maybe I should just be focusing the objective. Yeah, we'll just focus the objective. Done. Nice. Nice work. Dog is nearly dead, so I do need to be extra careful about that, but that's all good. Let's just actually access the reward rift. Let's grab my VR11. You know what? Let's equip that just because it might, and I'm not guaranteeing this by any means, but it might actually kind of work out in my favor having the VR11 in case I need to take any chunky boys down. I believe the next place I'm going to is in this little area. And I need to get on the roofs. Bunny number 2. All right, and I've got to pull my finger out here a little bit. I've been taking my sweet time, and that's not good enough. So let's hurry along. I find that this particular objective, well, I mean, you'll see how I get this done. Obviously, get a little bit of a head start on some of the zombies that are chasing you here. If there's any like that are just like big, stinky ones that are right on your tail, you can take them out. That's fine. But then I quite like to just be very, very specific about the way that I hoard. Okay, so like right now, I pulled all the sort of main bulk of that hoard over to this side, right? And I can kind of just dabble in a bit of parkour on this side, right? And dip out when I need to. And you'll see that it's going to tick down here. It just went 20 to 19. But I just use that to reposition and just like regroup a teeny tiny bit. And then I kind of start my circle again. So it's really not that big a deal. Also, turning a mangler, always valid. And also, Tanner taking out all the zombies, always a pleasure. Thank you so much, Tanner. But you'll notice when you do this without a dog or without any kind of other AI like working in your favor, that So long as you're really careful about when you go in and outside the arena. So I'm inside the arena now, right? If I start getting overwhelmed, I'll dip out just to make sure I survive. Then I'll dip back in once I've kind of grouped them in the way that I want them to be grouped. And that's how I'll really kind of control the hordes, control the flow and stuff like that. Like, this is an easy objective. It just takes a little bit of sort of directional thinking in terms of where you're positioning yourself. Like, you need to be a bit more tactical with it, I would say. But in terms of the actual challenge, I think in a weird way, it's perhaps easier solo sometimes. Because you can kind of just chill on your own terms without having to worry about stuff attacking you from someone else's horde and things like that. Like, you know where the zombies are because they're all chasing you. So you can make use of that, right? Like, that's a benefit. You can make your life easier that way. So that's that contract done. We've got just enough time to do the next one. Now, you'll notice here also that I got the VR11 plans again from this rift. Like, I got them from the first bunny and from the second. The way it worked before is you could just get all the schematics in one run of the Dark Aether because the reward would alternate each time. But it doesn't always do that this time. So it might be that you just need to do multiple runs to get the stuff that you want. Anyway, let's move on to our next bunny. Totally transparently, I don't know how to get on top of them all. So we'll see how this goes. I can do it with a Scorcher, but I haven't done it in a game without the Scorcher yet. So I'm going to hope to find a ladder. Is there a ladder anywhere on the outside of this building? Like, I'd really appreciate a ladder right now. All right, well, that's a ladder. That's maybe progress. I gotta get on top of the big dome. How do I do that? That's the question. All right, well, let's do a little bit of climbing, shall we? I don't know why Michael Caine has just, like, infected my personality right now. I really apologize, guys. Let's get this Teletubby on the road. Yes, mate. Aether extractors. Okay, they're over there, apparently. Nice. And I honestly kind of don't want my gas mask to get used up at all here. So this is where that Casimir is going to be really useful, right? For this first one, just because I've got the element of surprise just jumping in here, I think I honestly will be okay just using a regular decoy. I'm just going to send it. I'm just going to send it. There you go. It's a little scary, right? It's a little scary just sending it, but honestly, it works. You just got to back yourself, you know? So I've used one decoy. Now, I'm not going to have the element of the surprise with this next one, which is going to make this next one harder, but I do have Aether Shroud, right? So what my plan is to do this, pop that down, Aether Shroud now, use that to get on the freaking thing. Oh, this is scary. This is scary. Oh, spooky. And now I'm going to use my Casimir, okay? You see the order of operations going on here? Casimir's going down. Gonna just plate up once, and then I'm gonna do it. And that's mission accomplished, baby. It's all about being speedy. As soon as you let the zombies start clustering around you in the area, you're actually kind of screwed. Like, you gotta be really damn careful. And you'll see here, after I freaking take out some of these goddamn zombies that are attacking me, this is what happens, guys. This is what happens if you let the zombies swarm you in the area. You get the whole group ahead of you, and you're like, oh my goodness me. You just gotta really be thinking about the flow of enemies around you. It's quite annoying that the rewards rift don't show up. But boom, there you go. There's a bunch of schematics. And if this video's been useful, all I'd say is I'd really appreciate if you could drop a like on it and consider subscribing for more bad Michael Caine impressions in the future. And maybe for more Zombies livecoms. Like, I haven't done a lot of these this year, but maybe you'd like to see more of them. If you would, please leave a comment and let me know. I got a bunch of loot there, guys, didn't I? Hey, look at that.